review on Cbd Asylum's equipment, and also a little bit about some of the other items that I've been using recently. First off, let's do the one that everyone asks me. Does CBD oil work for anxiety? I can tell you that for me, CBD oil has worked for my anxiety. There's many forms of CBD oil. You can get the drop oil, which is here. It's an example of a drop oil where you basically unscrew the end, take some drops and drop them under your tongue, and you have to leave it under there for about 30 seconds for it to have any effect. This particular oils that you can get for Cbd Asylum and from other places, notice it didn't really affect me. It didn't really do anything for me, but for some people I've heard that it's really good. And when I say the word effect, a lot of people say, well, what do you mean effects? What is it? Is it like, is it the same as, does it get high? Does it anything like? No, it doesn't. What it does is it kind of calms you down. So if you're a person who suffers from anxiety, whether it be travel anxiety, it be normal anxiety, it be anxiety due to something that's going on or whatever, you'll find that you've got like a high point, which basically means that it's very easy to trigger you off into an anxiety state, and it's very hard for you to get relaxed. You'll find that you're probably one of these people who run around and do lots of stuff, and you're always got loads of energy, but you're trying to focus your mind onto things. Anxiety is different for everyone. Then this might be good for you. CBD oil might be the way you need to go. Now, panic attacks can only last for about 30 seconds. The reason is because your body can't deal with it any longer than that. So when you get into that state of fight or flight, which is where your body reacts to, anxiety isn't anything new, guys. Anxiety's been going for years. The only difference is that anxiety in the past was used to defend yourself. So what it does is it releases a high amount of adrenaline into your bloodstream that basically makes you want to go, I've got to get out of here, I've got to do something, I've got to fight for my life. And what it was in the old times was to defend yourself. If you were in a war scenario, or if you're being chased by a dinosaur or whatever, your body would go into that mode and you'd be able to run faster. But now there isn't really any need for it. So when you get into that state of anxiety, especially if you can get triggered quite easily like myself, it's just really a horrible sensation where your body's kind of like wanting to get out or wanting to do something else, or you just need to get away. So I'm going to talk to you quickly about a few items that I use. So then what I did is I decided I was going to try to do some vaping. The reason is because it gets into your bloodstream quicker, and a lot of people told me that, if the oils doesn't work for you, maybe you could try things like the shots that you can also get from Cbd Asylum. Like tablets, I've seen some tablets as well. I will link all of the products below. And then what I did is I got what was called a disposable CBD pen. What I did was use this for a little bit, and what I noticed was straight away that my anxiety started to slowly fade down. The more I was doing it, the less I was getting panic attacks, and traveling became easier for me, because originally traveling was quite difficult for me. I found that traveling from place to place, my anxiety would get high. I didn't like not being in control of the car. I wanted to just get out of the car, and when I got in traffic it was even worse. I don't know if anyone suffers from that. Maybe like, going on a plane, same kind of principle. And I found that this was sort of calming me down. I was finding I was being able to travel. I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just sort of going. Now, somebody said to me a few days ago, which I thought was a very good point I thought I'd share with you, is that the actual method of vaping, the breathing in and then breathing out and focusing on your breathing, is another great technique to calm anxiety. So with you doing the vaping, what you're actually doing as well is you're taking your mind off it, because you're focusing on inhaling and focusing on exhaling. So you're kind of getting two in one. You're getting the vape, you're getting the CBD, and you're also getting the calming sensation of the breathing. So I went up a little bit further. What I did is I went for this pen, which is the Nasty Pro Vape. I really would advise you go for this next. If you're going up from the disposable pen, this is the next step up. It isn't as harsh as one of the bigger sub-ohm vapes. It's very discreet. It's like a little pen, and it does take the liquid CBD oils, not the sub-ohm CBD oils. So another good feature about the Nasty Vape is it's got a set of lights on it. You can probably see again, you can change the colour of the lights, and It's really easy to use. You literally just inhale and it will just do it automatically. You can click it 3 times and it goes into a dark mode, stealth mode, so you can still use it without the lights. Or you can click it 5 times, turn it off, turn it on. But I just thought it was kind of cool, and it's really easy to use. And the best thing about this pen is if, say, you've got different flavors that you've bought from Cbd Asylum, you can actually change them over really quickly. So here is a cap that I've got that's one of the ends of this, and this actually has the liquid in it. I've got one in here, so literally all I have to do is pull the end out like that. So now I've got an end, put the end in, and it clicks in like that, and I'm good to go. Another flavor straight away, done. So it's that quick to change your flavors over. So you can carry, you know, a few of these in your pocket, and you can literally just swap between flavors whenever you want. Done. And there's no taste of the old one. It's literally straight. The reason is because the cap on the end is where the flavor gets caught into, and you get a new cap with every single one. So it's literally like a totally different extension, which is really cool. With the Pro Vape, it comes in an amazing case, by the way. So let's get back into it. So after that, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try one of the bigger ones. So what I did is I got a Smok, I think it's the V8, which is quite a big one. And this is a sub-ohm. The reason it's called sub-ohm because it's got a sub-tank up here. And with the sub-tank, it takes certain items, and there's some really good ones here. This is these are CBD sub-ohm flavors. And you just put that straight into here. And the problem with these ones, I find, is that it's a very hard hit. It creates really good clouds. If you're a person who smokes cigarettes or did smoke cigarettes, and you're used to that kind of harsh taste of the vape, then this would be absolutely perfect for you, because it does create quite a bit of a cloud. But I also find that it has a lot of juice. I always seem to have juice all over my hands with this, whereas with the nasty Pro Vape, I don't tend to get any juice, whereas I find that this I get like sticky all the time. There's always something coming out of it. So let's quickly go over some of the flavors. I've got Sweet Tooth Strawberry and Cream Custard flavor. That's amazing. That works with the sub-ohm one. And then I've got this one, which is the Holy Moly Custard Donut flavor, which is, again, it's really, really nice. I have that with the sub-ohm as well. Very strong flavors. The difference between Cbd Asylum's CBD crystals and the ones from other companies that I've tried is that I find that I can actually go for a lower CBD count. So for example, with these, I'm only going with 250. As with the juice one, I find I have to go with like 1,000 milligrams to get even the same effect, and it's not even as good. So if I was to be really honest with you guys, I'd go with Cbd Asylum. The reason is because I can honestly say they work. This pen, this disposable pen, has worked for me straight away. So if you go and get another disposable pen from eBay that, you know, might be cheaper, I can't 100% guarantee that the same stuff is going to be in that's going to work for you. And you'll might be coming back saying, oh, it didn't work, it's rubbish, load of rubbish. But I haven't tried that one.